Hi, my name is Rachel and I'm a librarian here at Madison College. And today we're going to talk about finding resources for your assignment on finding film reviews and film analysis for your project. So today we're going to start out on the Madison College homepage. We're going to click on Library, which is in the upper right-hand corner of the page. And this is going to take us to the library's homepage. And a couple things to point out here are ways to get help online now that the library is closed physically. The first one is Librarians on Call. And this is a way to chat with librarians live in person anytime that we're open. And another way is if you click on this About tab in the middle of the screen, and then hours, locations, and contact info. We list our business hours, so these are the times that we're available online. And we also have this Book a Librarian, so it's a 30-minute one-on-one appointment with us. And we'll meet with you online, and we can help you work through any research questions you have, finding resources, working on citations, anything like that. We also have technology support, so we have a remote learning guide. We also have a technology launchpad page, as well as a phone number that we're available at. We also have a librarian reference help phone number, and also we can be reached by text, and we also have an email form that you can fill out. And we have services in Spanish during these hours as well. So we're open 7 days a week, and we're happy to help during any of those times. So I'm going to go back to the library's homepage again. And today we're going to look at two databases specifically. And to get to those, in the middle of the page, I'm going to click on Browse Databases by A to Z List. And these are all of the databases that we have access to here at the library. And the two specifically that we're going to look at are Academic Search Complete here at the top of the left side, and JSTOR, which is at the bottom of the middle column. So the first one I'm going to click on is Academic Search Complete. And the first thing that's going to happen is it's going to ask us to type in our Madison College username and password, since we're off campus, and so that's your username without the @madisoncollege.edu. So once we do that, it takes us to the database. And so Academic Search Complete is a great place to start with finding your film reviews from popular magazines and from some news articles as well. So I'm looking for stuff on Silence of the Lambs film. And so, like a lot of movies, Silence of the Lambs is also a book. So I'm going to type in Silence of the Lambs and film reviews and click search. Alright, so the first set of results that comes up, I see I have 44 results. So that's not too many to go through. The first thing I notice is this top one and the second one here. I'm going to click on the second one just to look at it. So I do see that this is a review of the film Silence of the Lambs. This one is not available to read right away, but I can request it through interlibrary loan. And what this means is if I click on this and fill out the request form, a librarian will take a look at it and see if we're able to get it from another library, and we would do this request, and then you would get an electronic copy of it in your email if we're able to get it in a few days. So this is an option to use if you have a little bit of time and you're having trouble finding stuff. But I'm going to go back, and if I don't have a lot of time, or I just want to see stuff that's available right now, under Limit To over here, I'm going to click on full text. So this will show me only results that are available right now to read in the databases. And so if I click on this top one, or number 2 here rather, this one I know I can read right now by clicking on this PDF full text. And I can read the article here. Or if I want to save it, which I highly recommend that when you find anything that looks interesting or you think might be useful or you know for sure that you want to use, that you either download the PDF by clicking here, here, or if you click on this envelope on the side here, you can type in your email address, and if you go over here, click on citation format and choose your required citation format here. And what this will do is email you a PDF copy of the article along with the citation. And this is extremely useful because databases can often remove content unexpectedly, and you want to be sure that you can always get back to the article that you want to use. So always save it or email it to yourself. Also, you can click on this sort of piece of paper here to cite it, and it will bring up a list of citations, and you can scroll down to whichever citation you want and copy this and paste it into your Works Cited page. And these are usually correct, but you do want to make sure that you double check them for accuracy because they can be a little off sometimes. But they are a great starting place. But do double check them. Alright, so that is just a quick tutorial on finding stuff in EBSCO. You may need to play around with your search terms up here. Sometimes instead of reviews, you may want to try analysis or a few different things, but this is a good way to get started. Okay, so I'm going to close out of EBSCO and go back to our A to Z list of library databases. So EBSCO is a lot of popular content. Now we're going to go down to the bottom of the middle column to JSTOR. And JSTOR is a great way to find scholarly articles that really analyze films in great detail. So I'm going to do Silence of the Lambs and film. And I'm going to click on Articles and Reviews. And there are other search options further down, but I'm just going to leave the search as is for now and click on the search button. Alright, so I get a pretty good results list. 912 is a lot. But if I can scroll down and kind of see what I'm getting here. I can see that there's a lot of analysis of this film. And I can kind of see what trends people are looking at. And I can also see some of the topics that are used as film criticism, horror fiction, that sort of thing. So if I find one that looks interesting, I can click on it. And I can either read the article right here by clicking on these arrows, I can download the PDF by clicking on download here. I can email it to myself by clicking here. I can cite this by clicking on the Cite This item and then copying the citation style. Again, double checking for accuracy later. And just make sure that you save it one way or another. And as long as you have clicked on the link in the A to Z list from the library's website, you should be able to read everything that's in this JSTOR account, and you shouldn't need to request anything through Interlibrary Loan here. You should be able to read everything. If you wanted to narrow this down, you could go up and go back, and we could add in reviews. Which does narrow this down a bit. And we will get some of the actual film reviews in here. But we would want to, if we just knew we just wanted film reviews, we would want to further narrow this down. By adding in more keywords. But JSTOR is an excellent source for finding analysis of the film. And there are some really, really great articles in here. Alright, I'm going to close out a JSTOR. And a couple things I'm going to point out without going into them are Opposing Viewpoints has some useful content if you have a really new film. For example, Knives Out, which is a really new film, and you're looking for news articles. They can be sort of limited, but that might be one option to look at. Newspaper Source Plus is one that has newspaper articles in it from all across the country, which often review movies, so that might be one that you want to try as well if you aren't having luck in the other two, Academic Search Complete and JSTOR, that we looked at. So those are my helpful hints for finding resources for your project. Again, after today, if you're still encountering difficulties, for sure go to our website and chat with us. Go to our About page, contact info, send us an email. That's a really great way to send us detailed information about what you're looking for. Book a librarian, that's another really great way, or give us a call. So I look forward to working with you in the future. And again, my name is Rachel, and thank you for